Hey everybody, it's Dawn and
Mindy.
and we are two girls and their alcohol. All right, what are we drinking tonight, Min?
Pink Whitney.
All right, so we switched up to actually we had it before. Remember the where were we? We had this at the where were we?
I don't even
At the Eric Martin show.
Yes, it was at Artie's.
That's right, Artie's Bar and Grill.
This is what it looks like.
As we first drank it. Remember in the lobby?
Uh-huh. So it's called Pink Whitney.
It's actually good, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's a little strong though.
A little strong. That's why mine has cranberry in it.
And mine does not. All right, so then I switched up to the shots. That's from like years ago.
Great. So I got a hold of this one.
Yeah. Tell them what it is.
It's buttery nipple. Should have put this in the fridge. And the other one.
I did put them in the fridge.
They're warm already. And the other one is.
Oh, that's got the mousse in it.
Chocolate mousse.
Now let's see if this week you can drink it right. It's the same kind of cup as last week. You know,
I had a problem last week.
Now, but these are really good though. You know, I like them because you just put them in the fridge and you just drink them. You don't have to mix them or anything.
Mm-hmm.
They come 4 in a pack. Not bad, right?
Yep.
Mousse, and then we got the buttery nipple. And I think
you just wanted to say buttery nipple.
I wanted to say that. All right, so we have a really cool show tonight.
Yeah,
I'm super pumped. You know why?
Because Child's Play is coming on, the lead singer, and later Eric Baker, creator of M3 Rock Festival.
Right. Oh, so, hi, Amy. We got a fan on.
I say hi, Amy. All right, so we're gonna bring John out now,
and
then we're gonna talk to him for a little bit while we wait for Eric Baker to come on, which should be around 5:10.
And we're gonna talk about the M3 Rock Festival. Super excited. John.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello there.
Hello to you.
How are you?
I'm good. Got the technical snafus out of the way, and I'm in the live stream now.
Yeah, sorry about that. So we always use StreamYard and live. We're always live. We don't script. We come on live. You know, we have our little drinks. We have our little intro. Then we bring the guests out. So
cool.
Everybody, welcome John from Child's Play. So excited. So we're drinking. What are we drinking? We're drinking some vodka.
Pink Whitney.
Pink Whitney.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So for the viewers out there, we have John from Child's Play on. Let's talk about your band a little bit so everybody gets to know Child's Play. And remember how we met at the M3 Rock Festival last year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good time, man. You know, we are actually a Baltimore band. I live not too far from Merriweather Post Pavilion. Mm-hmm. So it's a very easy commute for me to get to M3 Rock Festival. We're gonna be playing early on Saturday. I think around 1:00 this year. Kind of getting the things kicked off. There's I think a couple of bands on before us, but yeah, like a Van Halen tribute or something before we play. But yeah, I mean, you know, Baltimore, born and bred. I'm representing my Dundalk Community College shirt, which is that's where the Francis Scott Key Bridge was close to. It was a bridge that I went over thousands of times, and you know, so that was kind of a shock last week, and but yeah, so we, you know, Child's Play, we went over that bridge to play a place in Pasadena, Rivera Beach, called Network. Before that, it was called the Sandbar for real old timers. Bands like the Kicks and others got their start there, and we got our start kind of there in the Seagull Inn and Coast to Coast and all these great places. Eventually playing Hammerjacks many times. The band got a record deal in late '89. Debut record came out June 26th of 1990. Now there's some, you know, wrong dates online. You know, don't believe it. You know, you can't believe everything you read online, folks. Yeah, it was June 26th when the record came out in 1990. We did a really not smart idea. We did our CD release party on a tourist boat called, I think the Bay Lady was the one we did. And as it left the Baltimore Harbor, it went down Patapsco River, of course, underneath the Key Bridge, and then went down and we started our set. And at the time, I'm playing drums and then we turned, the boat turned halfway through our set and we ran into our own wake. So I was the kind of guy who used to stand up and play and do all this show. I'm standing up and the whole boat sort of capsized and I'm like, whoa. So the tempo went like an old record kind of being warped. But yeah, so it was great. We had a good time. We made it through without getting seasick and whatnot. But yeah, and then we went on to tour with another band that's playing M3 this year, Cold Sweat. We went out with those guys, and that was a lot of fun. They're good dudes. It's going to be good to see Roy, Kathy again, and the rest of the dudes from Cold Sweat. So
you guys were super busy. Like you're and thank you for coming on because I know you were really busy. I kept hitting you up, and you're like, "I'll come on," and I didn't want to bother you.
Yeah.
Well, you're on.
No worries.
That and plus we're
Good
trying
times.
M3 Rock Festival. That's like a huge thing for us and you, obviously. So I'm glad you came on. So Eric Baker should be joining us. Oh, a couple people are on here live. Our friend Amy. Hi, Amy. And then our friend Luz from Revolt Band. We want to give a shout out to them. Hello. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us with John from Child's Play.
Do you remember us when we were hanging out with you in Philly?
Of course, yeah.
In Philly.
When we went to see Heaven's Edge, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Got to slow down on the alcohol.
No. I'm reading you. Do you remember how we met originally? That's a trick question. How do we originally meet?
M3, I think, wasn't it?
On that balcony.
Remember the balcony?
Oh yeah, right. Was it the second day when I was just watching? Was it the first day after our set?
Second day.
Yeah, it was watching Heaven's Edge on the second day. They were incredible, and then it was great that we got to play with them up in Philly, their stomping grounds. That was a good show. At Philly. Yeah.
I love Heaven's Edge. I've known them for so long, like from
yeah.
days. Yeah. And actually, we have Jaron on later from Lynch Mob who'll be joining us. So
right,
promoting
Jaron is an incredible bass player and an incredibly hardworking guy. He filled in for our bass player in Charm City Devils. At one point, we did a Northeast tour, and he stepped right in, learned all the stuff like that. I mean, he plays with George and Lynch Mob. He plays with Heaven's Edge. He plays in 18 other bands. He's Mountain Dew fueled from what I hear, and it gives him the energy, man. Caffeine is a hell of a drug.
So M3 is going to be fun,
right?
All right, we're going to bring Eric Baker.
Eric.
All right, hold on. We're going to bring Eric out. All right, we got to have a party here now.
What up, John?
How's it going, man? Good to see you.
Now,
Hold on.
We call John the mayor because knows everyone and not scared to go up to anyone and just say hey, and everyone's like, oh yeah, I know him.
It was the caffeine, man. Like we were just talking about Jaron.
Yeah.
I was so caffeined out and so up to be part of the festival last time. It was just it was so great, man.
I just think you could be a great politician. Because you're so endearing and so friendly to everybody.
Well, I'm making up for lost time. In my younger years, I didn't know how to talk to people and didn't, was probably too scared or insecure. And now it's it ain't no thing. We're all just people. It's a good time, and it's so great to be part of the M3 festival and meet these rock stars that I looked up to. Growing up and it's just a great vibe, backstage, out in front of the house, with the crowds, everybody's just such a good vibe. There's no attitudes at this festival, which I really love.
Yeah. Only me.
I'm only Eric.
I didn't introduce Eric Baker. So joining Two Girls and Their Alcohol is the creator of the M3 Rock Festival, Eric Baker.
Woo! Woo!
I've been dying to do that all month. Don't take it.
It's been a weird month, so I apologize.
No, I'm excited. So here we are again, 4 weeks away from the M3 Rock Festival. We have Eric Baker We have John from Child's Play, and later we have Jaron from Lynch Mob joining us. So it's super, super exciting.
Lynch Mob / Heaven's Ed / Charm City Devils / what else?
Do
The Mountain Dew spoon.
the do.
Mountain Dew commercials /
Right.
All right, so Eric, I know you're super busy. So how excited are you? 4 weeks now till M3. Super excited.
You know, now is when it's like game time. It's fun.
Mhm.
You know, the planning's over. You know,
Yeah.
we start getting into logistics time with like, you know, everybody's rooming lists and where they're staying and tickets and all that kind of fun stuff and demands. And I don't have 10 people coming. I have 37 people coming. And can I get, you know, Aunt Millie in? She's traveling all the way from Wyoming and, you know, but you know what though? It's all fun. It's like everybody's there to have a good time. And you know, I always say it's like an honor to open up Meriwether Post, which is the premier shed amphitheater probably in the world, but definitely in the United States. So it's an honor to be there. And you know, to me, it's always just a good time. And you know, the planning is the easy part. You know, the day's pretty easy. Also, everybody's great. You know, and so it's fun. I mean, I'm excited about it. I'm just, you know, we pray for good weather. That's it.
Yeah.
You know,
Seems like it always rains every weekend for some reason. That's
I'm
what
glad
you
weekend,
know what?
man.
You use the R word. You're not allowed to use the R word.
The R word. I never let it though,
the
'cause
what?
it didn't affect me much. It didn't affect me. Did it rain?
No,
Use the R word again.
the weather was spectacular last year.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter about weather. We're all together. We're going to be having fun. It doesn't really matter. And if it wasn't for M3, we would have never met John from Child's Play, and he's on the podcast now. So I'm excited about
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And
what
you
did you
listen,
guys?
it's
what-
true though. I would not have known John from Child's Play either if it wasn't for M3.
that.
Yeah.
There you go.
So we know, like Eric was saying, Meriwether is just a jewel of an amphitheater. We feel like that. What were your guys' impressions like? You know, was it your first time you were there?
No, I mean, I went to like 11 of them, I think. I missed like a couple, but so it was her second time actually this past.
Okay. And they've totally redone it. I mean, it's incredible. It's just such a fantastic venue.
I love it because for me, I'm from Philadelphia, so like security, like at the Wells Fargo, Lincoln's very tight. But M3 Rock Festival, I had a great experience because it's very laid back, and it's a hotel, everybody hangs out, and everybody's just having one big party. There's not like people breathing down your neck and security on top of you. And same thing with the actual festival. Like they're very laid back. It's like one big family. So I loved it. I thought it was great. So I'm going back again.
You know, I think and that's done by like, you know, the festival staff, like the security and the people that do that, you know, that's all run by Meriwether and the people that run the venue. And that's why I think the festival has become so successful. I mean, I think if you changed it and you go to another place, it has a different vibe. I think the way like they're like just security, like we've all been to shows where security is just like, you're scared to make a move or do anything because it's like you have these yellow coats all over you and you're worried about what the next move's going to be. And I could tell you that they're everywhere, their security. Like these guys are so all over the place, but you just don't know it because they make you feel good and safe. And so when that happens, I feel like there's a sense of security that you can have without feeling scared.
That's a good way of putting it. It's because I go to a ton of concerts and I just every year I can't believe it's coming up again. We live for M3 Rock Festival because like Eric said, it's laid back, security's awesome.
I feel like we just talked with Eric about it.
I know, I feel like we just said we're coming to M3 Rock Festival.
Yeah.
A year went by already.
Yeah.
Well, I got a question for John.
Yes.
The Kick Show.
Yes.
You know, there was over 14,000 people there.
Yeah.
You know, you played it. What was your vibe? What'd you think? Like, it was pretty surreal, huh?
It was surreal. It was fantastic to see that many people in there. And I don't want to use the R word, but it was pouring.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter. There were still, like you said, over 14,000 people there. You know, the whole pavilion was sold out. The lawn was packed. It was bittersweet to see the guys, play their last show, but it was an honor for us to be on the show. In fact, I'm redoing my basement here in the studio. I don't know if you guys can see this thing right here. Since you brought up kicks, let me see, where is it? I'm having a hard time here. There we go. So this is one of the first times that Child's Play had opened for kicks way back when, and it's actually where our guitar player Nick met his future wife. Was at that. It was an all ages show, and that night actually we did a double. We opened for them. We jumped in our vehicles and drove down 83 and played at Hammerjacks that night. I borrowed a drum kit from a friend of mine so we could do both places and just rock it out, Baltimore style. So we've known those guys for a long time. They were our idols. It was like to see regional or local guys get a record deal, have huge success, play arenas. It was a moment where it let you know that you could do that too, as a young player in this scene here in Baltimore, because Baltimore has always kind of been a cover scene,
Yep.
And so they really kind of opened a lot of doors for us.
Yeah.
Only water. But no, they did. And I remember seeing them at Narcissus in Boston.
Oh my God, I played there.
Yeah. How great is that joint? That was a joint in Kenmore Square with the best name also, Narcissus. So,
yeah, we always call it Narcissus.
Yeah. And, and to see them, the resurgence of kicks and to close out their career with such a big night, wasn't, it was a great tribute to them.
Well, I think you were a big part of that resurgence by, having them do the kicks off shows on Friday nights at M3. I mean, it was so great, like you said, to see that, their resurgence happen, the rebirth, in the last decade. It was really, really cool, being a fan for a long time. I can't believe you mentioned Narcissus. It looked like you were playing, the dance floor had plexiglass around it. It looked like a hockey rink.
Yeah, totally.
We played there with cold sweat. We walked in when we were on tour with them, and in every town seemed like we played in the Northeast. They were like, "Oh, this is Mark Ferrari's hometown." We were like, "How many fucking hometowns does he have?"
I worked that record back when I was at MCA. So I had to have been at that show with you, because if that was 90, 91, or 92,
yep,
I was there.
Yep.
And speaking of that, it was very interesting that don't worry, girls, we'll get to you soon. We're just having a conversation.
It's your show. Go ahead, carry on.
We're talking.
No, we'll get there. We'll get there.
John show.
This is John. This is the John and Eric show, and we'll get to your alcohol in a second. So, it's very funny. It's like Mark and I have been friends for a long time, and we've been wanting Cold Sweat, but it's not easy to get them. Everybody's got to get together. They got to rehearse. It's schedules. Right. Blah 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 blah. And so finally, they said yes. And when we announced that they were playing, don't talk muted about us. We're like, what you're saying. So the response was absolutely phenomenal to Cold Sweat. I didn't realize so many people knew who they were.
Oh, they were so good to us when we went with them. I remember the first show was in Hickory, North Carolina, and they had just come off the Dio tour. We walked into the room, they were sound checking, and their guitar volume was blowing our faces off. It was so loud. We had never heard a band that was that loud in clubs before. We were like, whoa, man. We're like, okay, we can turn up now. This is we got the green lights. This is awesome, man.
And then they turned you back down.
Right. Probably.
Took away your stage space and turned you back down. No, I'm kidding. No, those guys are always fucking great. And I'm psyched that they're doing well. And I'm psyched that they're coming, because the response has just been unbelievable.
That's great.
To them. Did you girls have a question or want to chime in?
I just want to say something. Can I say something real quick?
Hey, your show. Have fun.
Okay, so Mindy and I got to actually hang out at Debonair Music Hall with Kicks. It's a very intimate kind of like place.
Mhm.
So we hung out with them. How nice were they?
Yeah.
This was last year, right?
Mm-hmm. So this M3 is going to be the first time they've never played it, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of sad people.
A lot of crying. Now we're gonna be partying. Now, just kidding. Yeah, but we had fun at Debonair.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to hang out with them. The singer was super nice. The guitarist, what's his name? With the black hair.
Brian.
I can't with you.
Gotcha. We got your back. Don't worry. Like John and I will take over. It'll be 2 girls with their alcohol and 2 guys just filling in. So we got you.
I'm super pumped. So
I'm super pumped for what band?
Queensryche. That's her favorite.
A staple, a staple at the M3 Rock Festival.
Yes.
Queensryche.
Fantastic. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. Like I was doing an interview, like, I think 2 or 3 years ago. I remember doing it from a hotel somewhere. And we got on the conversation of Todd, who's like one of the nicest dudes. And he ended up, and the guy was like, "Oh, let me see if I can get him on," and like just totally put him on the spot and threw him on the podcast. And he's like one of the nicest dudes you'll meet. And you know, it's really hard to find replacement singers.
Yeah.
You got a little crush?
Husband.
What?
That's her rock and roll husband.
I wish.
Oh, nice. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
You know, it's very hard to find replacement singers.
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
And there's few bands that could do it really well, you know, at that level. I think, you know, Queensryche. Can I curse?
Yeah. Hello. It's 18 and over our podcast.
I already
Okay.
dropped the F-bomb, I think.
Oh, you did? Okay. Queensryche fucking nailed it. You know, I mean, talk about like a perfect guy and a perfect band. You know, I think Foreigner fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
Warren did with Mason.
Mhm.
I mean, you know, there's a bunch of those bands that just nailed it with them. But I mean, Todd and Queensryche, boy. Whew.
That's a great lineup.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. We have people writing in. So we want to say hi to our friend Amy, who's a big
Hey.
fan. Hi, Amy. Thanks for tuning in. I got to give a big shout out to Lost from the band Revolt. Hello. And also we have Gianni, and they're asking, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Gianni. And did anybody ever open for Metallica? They're asking. So
Did anybody ever what?
open for Metallica.
Yes, people did open for Metallica at one point. I don't know. I never did. John, did you?
Did you ever open for Metallica?
No, but I saw them play in a club here in Baltimore called Coast to Coast. It was an all ages show that it was Armored Saint open, Wasp was in the middle, Metallica closed the show. It was when Cliff was still alive. He did his whole bass solo. You know, I was listening to Stern the other day, and a friend of his, Ross Sapin,
Are you
know
friends with
Ross? Dr. Ross. So he apparently got to meet his idol with Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, you heard about that? He asked about that.
He totally choked. So this is my choke moment. All right. So Cliff does his bass solo, and then I think Lars starts playing a drum solo. The club was kind of weird. Like there was no side stage area. You could walk on both sides of the stage. Well, I went to the one side, and James Hetfield came down, and he's standing there. And I'm just, you know, all of a sudden our eyes locked, you know, but Lars is playing, it's really loud. And I was like, oh my God, he's looking right at me. I got to say something to him. And being a drummer, I was like, what's Lars got on his kick drum? It sounds awesome. He's like, what? I'm like, what's he got on his kick drum? He's like, I don't fucking know. You fucking stupid kid, you know? So that was my choke, moment right there with James Hetfield. But they were fucking phenomenal, man, to see them. And it was like maybe 300 kids there. It was Ride the Lightning tour. It was before they got on the Ozzy tour on the next record. It was pretty incredible.
John, I have a question for you. And so other people want to know, how did you come up with the Child's Play? It's a very cool name for your band. How did you come up with Child's Play?
So I did not come up with that name. I'm probably one of the worst band name guys ever. The Child's Play name came up. Brian Jack, who wound up being the lead singer of Child's Play, he was the guitar player when they started.
Okay.
And it was a name that he came up with. And I'm guessing the movie kind of kind of help that along, perhaps? I don't know.
The people are writing in. They're saying that you sound like Lars from Metallica.
Yeah,
John.
I do.
Yeah.
That's funny. I'm not Danish. I'm from Baltimore.
Well, thank you, Gianni. Though.
That's cool.
You know, just saying, I'm listening. I'm waiting for you.
Oh, the people are writing in. John sounds like Lars, in my opinion. Okay. That's good. You're entitled to your
Okay, cool.
He kind of does a little bit.
It's better than the Baltimore accent. Let me tell you what. The bad one.
Well, then, Gianni, you got to come to M3 Rock Festival so you can meet Child's Play.
Yes.
Do it.
Do it.
Tickets are on sale now.
Get your
Ticketmaster.
Fine, hurry up before they're all sold out.
Exactly.
So, of course, Mindy and I will be there like Friday morning to Monday night.
Right.
We got to meet.
Where are you staying?
Where we meet.
What at the?
We're going to tell us on national. Okay, go ahead.
What?
Thing at the
Y Hotel.
Bougie Y Hotel.
Bougie Y? That's where the party is?
Yeah, we have a lot of people I invited. Mindy doesn't know yet. I think I invited everybody to come with us there.
Okay, you heard it here, guys. The party's at their place.
What room?
Girl, alcohol. So we always stay at where do we usually stay? The Merriweather, which is awesome. So we got kind of like, I love the Merriweather because everybody hangs out. It's a party. But
last year we got bumped.
We got bumped to the brand new Y, which is beautiful. It's a pool and it's very bougie, very Miami. So I actually like it there. So we're going back there again this year.
Do you know? I didn't even know there was a Y Hotel there.
Me
Like
either.
when you were saying that, I was like, "What's the Y Hotel?"
Right.
It's a very boutique Miami bougie. It's brand new.
And it's close by?
Yeah, we got bumped last year from Merriweather, so we went there.
Okay.
So we're having like the pre-party, after party, show party, the party.
Very cool.
Did you buy? Are you going to the official pre-party?
No, no, with Pete Evick.
Yeah, and special guest.
Is Rat Rod there?
What?
Is Rat Rod there?
That's the other one.
I'm asking if Rat Rod's there.
No, special guest is right here.
Oh yeah, I know. But
I'm supposed to jump up and sing a song.
Oh, there you go.
Sing a song.
I'm gonna have to hit you up. We gotta get some pictures together.
I
cool.
heard what song you're gonna sing.
What
You
song?
did.
That's it. That part is a surprise
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep it secret.
until you put it on social media. But unless it could sell some tickets, we're almost sold out. There's like less than 10 tickets left.
Oh, for the pre-party. Very cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go back because people are getting confused on here. There's a few pre-parties, everybody.
No. There is one official M3 Rock Festival pre-party.
Okay.
Yeah.
So every other one is a ripoff.
Okay, we're going to your pre-party, obviously.
That's right.
There you go.
The lake house, right?
No. That is at Encore.
Encore. That's right.
Which is right next to where the old Clyde's was, but it's steps away from the Merriweather Lake House and the Merriweather Post Pavilion.
That's right. It's right there.
Yeah. So, what?
Mindy and I will be at the Encore.
Exactly. The official M3 Rock Festival pre-party.
Fun last year. Remember Pete Evick, how funny he was? Oh my God.
I don't think Pete Evick remembers last year.
We bought him a shot and 20 other people bought him a shot.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Yep.
I reached out to Pete Evick. I'm like, I'm going to buy you a shot and then some.
Yeah. But it also has another local favorite person besides Pete and John. It's Dean Kramer.
Oh, Dean Kramer.
Oh, Dean Kramer, yeah. So, John, you're going to be at the Encore?
I am. The night before we played M3 for the official M3 pre-show party.
We'll be there.
All right.
Yeah, that's
good.
You're not going to the unofficial. You're going to the official.
Right.
How about Brett Michaels? Is he going to jump up on stage? I want to be prepared.
Who knows?
Yeah, we can neither confirm nor deny anything.
She's like, I'll faint.
I can promise you he's going to jump up on stage at the M3 Rock Festival.
Oh, well,
Well, that's a guarantee.
that's part of the course. Exactly.
All right, so
Watch him call in sick now.
God forbid.
No,
So now we're going to Encore, obviously, and we're gonna have John there and all. That's awesome. I love M3.
That's a cool place.
Yeah, but Encore's fun. We had a ball last year. Mindy and I went, and got Pete Eric some shots.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and that's why, like, when they want to do it again and we want to do it again, I asked Pete to do it again because, if you don't know Pete, and I know you do, John, he is just one of the best dudes you'll ever meet in your life.
So nice.
What was that sound effect?
It was my notification that it wants me to check out some of today's most watched reels on Instagram. Sorry about that.
Did they know that you're on
Is that one of the girls passed wind?
It was me.
Or farted, since it's
That
like
was-
I didn't know if you guys just had a fart machine on there. I was just like, oh shit.
Mindy,
Okay.
So getting back to Pete. Pete's like one of the greatest guys. He's a great musician too. And he is so much fun when he just like gets up and starts singing and drinking. And Dean's a good dude. I was on the road with him all last summer for the Party Garage tour. We had Jefferson Starship on the road.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So Jefferson Starship, Night Ranger, Brett, with Mark McGrath and Steve O'Geary.
I was there. I love them. How cool was Mark McGrath? He was so awesome, right?
By the way, he is like salt of the earth human being. Like, he is the best.
He's great. Great front man too.
He is such a good front man. The energy that he brings, is like, I mean, how does he bring that for like when he does his own shows? For an hour and a half. It is unbelievable.
You know what? When he jumped up on stage, it brought everybody back to the day, and everybody was just like loving it when he jumped up there. He's so he was so cool.
He's unbelievable, and he's a great guy. Like, every day he's backstage, like high-fiving everybody, and it doesn't matter if it's like the guy sweeping floors or someone making dinner. Or like every band, he's getting them pumped. He is like your own cheerleader. He is the nicest. He says hi to everybody. Anybody that wants a picture, he's there. He is like, honestly, one of the best people. Like,
maybe he'll come to M3.
Maybe he could.
Up on stage.
Yeah.
Not this year, but maybe.
Hey, look at Mindy's shirt. Who the fuck is Tommy London?
You didn't even see my shirt?
Yeah, show him your shirt.
By the way, I love that.
Right?
I had that made for her. I had one made for him. I'm friends with Tommy London.
Tommy's awesome.
I love Tommy London. He took his thing with Mark Striegel, and who Mark Striegel is going to come on soon to promote M3. And I got Mindy this shirt. I'm like, you know what? Who the fuck is Tommy London?
Should we try to get Tommy on right now?
Go ahead. I'll text him. You text him.
Should I say, Tommy, you want to get on a podcast?
He's been on here. He's been on here before.
Yeah, just all you gotta do is send him that link that we sent you.
Yeah.
And tell him to hop on.
Tell him. I'll text him. I'll tell him you're sending the link.
So I've got a Mark McGrath story. It's not, it's not phenomenal, but when I was playing drums in SR 71, we played a show on the bill with him, with Sugar Ray, up in at Rutgers.
Yep. Let's go, Jersey.
Yeah. And
Jersey pride.
In our set, we played a song called 1985. And after we came off stage, he's like, that song you guys just played, 1985. He's like, that's a smash hit. And of course, a couple months later, Bowling for Soup did our song, and it was a smash hit, and it was very cool. So he's got a good set of ears on him too, I guess, besides being a nice guy. He
does. He came in like one day to, this wasn't on the Party Garage tour. He was like at a Jefferson Starship show. I wasn't even there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know why he was at this show. And he was like, he brought out, like, came into the dressing room. He's like, knocks on the door and he walks in. He's like, hey, and everyone's like, it's fucking Mark McGrath. And they're like, and he like took out this like song like out of the catalog. He's like, just want to let you know, I fucking love this song. And he just starts singing this like catalog song out of like nowhere, like deep catalog, and was like, you got to play this one night.
That's great.
It was like, and they play it for like sound check, but it was like out of like nowhere. He just did it. He's just like so funny.
That's
anyway,
great.
Yeah. You want to talk about the fest a little bit?
Sure.
No, Mindy. Hold on. Give Mindy a second. She's opening her buttery nipple shot. Go ahead, Mindy.
Oh, by the way, wait. I gotta take a picture. Put that up. I gotta send that to my son.
Today.
Wait. First, wait. Don't go anywhere. Hang on. Don't. I gotta tell you the funniest thing. So wait, hold it.
Hold it still. Come on.
There we go. I'm sending this to my son right now. Like anybody that knows me, like knows my son is like my life and my best friend.
Let me have one.
So we're on a cruise. So this was before Jen and I got married. You know, and I'm divorced at the time, and it's like it was my time. It was like Thanksgiving, and it was like just me and Levi, and we're like, I like look, and I'm like, hey, there's like a 3-day cruise to Mexico. You want to go? He's like 11 or 12, maybe like 13 at the time, or 12, whatever. So we go like on this like cheesy cruise from like Long Beach to Mexico, and Father of the Year lets him drive in Mexico on a street like in a golf cart, which he was like, Dad, I don't think this is good. And it wasn't. So we're drinking, we're like at dinner, blah blah blah, and it was, by the way, the first cruise I've ever been on, first cruise he's ever been on. And all of a sudden they come around with these drinks like on a tray. They're like buttery nipples. And I'm like, yes. And he's like, really? I'm like, dude, it's a buttery nipple. How do you turn down a buttery nipple? And that's been like the joke of drinks forever between us, that you have to have a buttery nipple anytime anybody offers it to you.
I have to tell you, I'm going to bring these to M3. They're already made up. I found them at the local liquor store.
Yeah, so it's
and
half,
they come already
it's
mixed
like
up
half and half.
in a beautiful.
Wait. I got to get a picture of that too.
It's a beautiful shot glass.
Oh my God. Pre-made buttery nipple. Like what the fuck?
Made buttery nipple.
I'm back to it.
We can bring you some. Look, comes
Oh,
packaged.
he can't get it because he doesn't have his phone. His phone broke.
Oh,
But no, he'll get it on his computer. It's a pre-made butter. John, have you ever had? You don't drink, do you?
I do. I've been known to drink. I like rum. That sounds really good to me.
He can. He's going into a meeting at Sirius. Sorry, he's like all big. Oh,
John, look what we have. We have mousse. I found chocolate mousse.
Nice.
yeah.
I think I prefer a buttery nipple.
Yeah, same with me.
Oh my
Who
God,
needs to eat a moose when you can have a nipple?
a napkin. I drink my whole
Really?
my whole,
I can't.
the whole
So-
thing filled all over my books and all my podcast stuff. I don't believe this. These are notations. Just give me the napkin real quick. Sorry.
I'm getting a napkin.
Look, the whole thing. I wasted the whole thing.
Mindy has left the building
Sorry.
to get the
I
napkin.
spilled it all over. Sorry.
She really did. There's cream everywhere.
I'm sorry.
Wow. What's going on? So, John, you want to talk about M3 while they're cleaning up their
Sure,
mess?
man. Yeah, let's do it.
Really?
So, you know, I know it's always hard for a musician to talk about a favorite artist, so we're not going to talk about that. Let's talk about Saturday's lineup. Dora. I was going to say Tora, but then I was looking at Aldo Nova. Actually, let's go back to Aldo Nova because
Yeah,
Aldo's
man.
never played.
Thank you.
You ever tour with Aldo Nova?
Never.
seen him?
I saw him play in the like the heyday of when that first single broke really big. Saw him at a venue here in the Baltimore area called Towson Center. It's about a 4,000 seater, I think. I can't remember. Oh, he was opening for Sammy Hagar. This is before Sammy got the Van Halen gig, and he was incredible, man. That song was so big in Baltimore that at the end of the year that year, 98 Rock always did a end of the year like top 100 songs. Every year it was Stairway to Heaven, except that year.
No way.
Aldo Nova's song beat Stairway to Heaven. Life is just a fantasy.
Do you remember the band? And this is like totally off like the rails here. Do you remember the band? Why am I blanking now? I don't remember the band clearly. Fuck. It's okay, we'll get out of that. I'm totally off like the rails because I can't remember. Fuck. It was a song called Under Summer Skies. And it was by, wow, it was like my best friend's band.
Anyway,
You know Robbie Hoffman, right? Who manages the
don't.
stream?
Announce the time.
God, it's someone's got to punch me in the head and get me back on track.
You said Robbie
Oh,
Hoffman.
In the Pink was the name of the band. Do you remember the band In the Pink?
No.
They were a huge 98 rock. They're from Boston. But they were a huge 98 rock and WAAF band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So girls,
Nice.
Yes.
you ready?
So yeah, I'm stoked to see Dora. My friend of mine, Johnny.
Yes.
You guys know from Philly is playing drums for her.
Yes.
Tommy.
And I can't wait to see him play again.
Yes.
He's a phenomenal player, great showman.
Johnny D?
Excuse me? Yeah,
Johnny
Johnny
D?
D. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think I saw her way back in the day when she played Hammerjacks like a million years ago. But yeah, I can't wait to see her again. Is Vinny Appice playing? Is it
Yeah.
last
in line with Vinny and Phil and Vivian and Andrew? Like,
cannot wait to see that.
I just saw them on the Legends Cruise. They're great.
Awesome.
And I actually managed Vinny for a while with Kill Devil Hill.
Oh, you did? Okay. So Phil just hung out with him in LA. Did one of those like can't rock and roll.
I know. Yeah. I had dinner with Phil the night before.
Okay.
And he was so funny. And then I saw Vinny like right after, and he's like, "Man, Phil could play."
Yeah. Yeah, he's sick, man. He's an incredible dude, man.
He is.
He can see the future. He's just like anything he does it to the nth degree. He's just always amazed me in that way, man. He's and a hell of a nice guy.
Oh, you're putting your shit up there now. You guys like Lucy and Ethel. Who's Lucy between me and John, and who's Ethel? Or you guys Lucy and Ethel?
Oh yeah, they just need a conveyor belt with some chocolates rolling.
I know, or the grapes, and we could just stomp grapes.
There you go.
Chocolate. Out of John and Eric, who's Lucy and Ethel? Who's Lucy?
I don't know, but I think they were talking about us.
I know, we were just messing with you, but it's just funny for conversation.
It would be Ethel.
Eric would be Ethel.
I'm okay with it.
And John would be Lucy.
There you go.
Yeah, you're definitely Lucy.
Wow.
Yeah.
John is?
No, you are. See?
Oh, Lucy.
Right.
Oh, they wrote Dawn as Lucy.
Ethel's more laid back.
Oh, sit down. My friend Amy wrote Dawn as Lucy. Thank you, Amy.
There you go. Nailed it.
Have you guys seen Dee Snider do anything lately?
Yeah.
Where do we see these?
Is it going to be at the show?
Yeah.
He's going to be at the M3 Rock
Yes, he
Festival.
is. Yes.
With Brett Michaels.
I remember when Twisted Sister played M3. That was very cool.
And Danny, and I got to give a big shout out to Danny Stanton because I love Danny. And Danny's going to be at the M3 Rock Festival.
He's going?
Yes.
Oh, Eric, you know Danny Stanton, right?
I love Danny.
I love Danny.
So he's going.
Danny and I broke bread over Dee Snider's vodka.
And coleslaw.
So Danny, Danny worked in
I need nothing slippery nipple.
West.
And he fixed it.
How can I fix it? That's
Uh-oh.
really.
Are you guys getting the robotic voice too?
Wait, we thought it was us. I'm like, wait,
Robotic.
am I drunk or what?
You are. Is that for me?
Yeah, it's Eric's. Yeah, it's your connection.
Eric, let's start again. Eric's in LA, so let's start again.
So Danny.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny Stanton.
Danny Stanton, good people.
Yeah.
Love him.
My hands are all
Good. So Dee was at Rock Island Festival. John, did you meet my wife?
Yes.
Okay. So and I know you guys met my wife, and she was like, "Who the fuck is this down at Rock Island?" I'm like, "Oh, it's Dee Snider from Twisted Sister." She's like, "No fucking way!" And she's like, "He's in shape. He can sing. Like the dude hasn't aged. He's probably younger than he was back in the day. He's like, she was like, this dude is phenomenal. And like, if you stick around, see Dee Snider, he is out of his mind with energy, stories. He could sing as good as he ever did. Nothing but the best things to think about, like how he's like sustained his voice, his career, the way he like keeps his standards, like, you know, and the way he and Danny work together to make sure like everything's done properly, you know.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal, man. He's probably one of the best frontmen that I've ever seen in my life. And I saw him at Capitol Center, mega arena outside of DC, like 20,000 people. They were opening for Iron Maiden, and he got them to turn on the house lights in the arena, and he had the whole audience in the palm of his hand. He had the whole audience doing an arm fist thing in unison. I was just blown the fuck away. Like, I was like, this guy's incredible. Then years later, when we were trying to get the band signed, we went up to we missed the new music seminar, which used to occur in New York City. So we went to the CMJ, and he spoke on a panel. And again, I was blown away by this guy. He's so sharp. He's so smart. You know, he's just like, you know, he's just the wisdom. It's incredible to hear the guy speak.
Yeah, he's you know, it was interesting. I wasn't, when they first came out and it had like commercial success, I wasn't a huge fan. And Dokken, it was Dokken, and I was a huge Dokken fan.
I love Dokken.
Yeah. And it was Dokken and Twisted Sister. Dokken was opening for Twisted at Radio City Music Hall. I'll never forget. It was my graduation night. And I went with a couple friends, and we're like, oh, like, we're not even going to stay for Twisted Sister. Like, we got to get back to graduation parties.
They were closing the show. Okay.
Yeah. And we stayed for a couple songs. Like, do we stay? Do we go? Do we stay? We ended up leaving, but I like, they'll be around again, you know, like, you don't have to worry, you know. But they were great. And I was like, man, I wish they stayed for the whole show, because it was Radio City Music Hall, and it would have been great to see them. I mean, I saw them a number of times after, but I mean, he is just still so good, and like, such a great storyteller. Like, and you just didn't know the catalog then because you stayed for the big songs.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, they were fantastic. So the guy who started Child's Play, he talked about seeing them in a club here in Baltimore called Seagull, and he just was like, this is before they broke, and he was like, he's like, you got to see this band. He's like, it's so cool. The bass player takes his, you know, in between songs, Dee's talking, and the bass player takes his mic stand, which I think had a gooseneck maybe inside of it. So, but he would wrap it against his bass, like, and he's a big muscle guy too, man. He's got these huge guns, and then he'd, stand the mic up, and it'd be all like crooked. And shit. And he said, then he'd grab it by the top of the mic stand and just fling it back. They used to have these big chain link fences where their amp line would be, and the mic stand would fly against the fence and fall down, and roadies would run out there and set it all back up. And then this whole part of the show, like, they just destroy things, and the roadies would fix it. It was really cool. He loved it, because he loved that kind of punk rock, like, you know, destruction type of stuff. That was Brian's, that was his wheelhouse, man.
Yeah,
that stuff. It was very cool. So who's closing the night on Saturday night? It's Queensryche?
Yeah.
Right? Very cool.
Piercy's going on right before.
Nice.
You know, and like, one of the cool things about doing this is, like, you know, you grow up, like, when we were growing up, Piercy was already playing arenas.
Yeah.
You know, like, you think about Rat was already playing arenas, like, and now it's like, you talk to Piercy, like, I talk to Piercy a lot, and he's a good dude, you know, and it's like, you think back, like, when I was going to shows, it's like, you never thought you'd be like talking to these guys on the phone.
Right.
You never take this shit for granted. I mean, I've been a manager in this industry for 35 years, you know, but I always think, like, the artist is still the most, like, important thing.
Yeah.
You know, you can't take it for granted.
So who's
cool?
Echoing. Shut that.
Is it really echoing?
Yeah, you're echoing.
Cool. Oh.
I have a question for Eric. Is it 17th? Is this the 17th year of M3 Rock Festival?
15.
Nope, it's the 15th anniversary.
Well, what's 2007? I don't know.
2009.
Oh, online it said 2007.
What?
Online it said 2007.
I probably thought of it then. We also skipped a year, COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, right. You're right. Right. Okay, so it's 15 years of rock and roll at the M3 Rock Festival.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, that's so cool. You've been to a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. I have to say my favorite was 2012.
That was the one that we taped for HDNet.
Yes, that's the one that was on. I have it on. Stop. I have it on
Okay.
VHS tape.
That's okay.
DVR.
Okay, I want to announce something.
What?
Jaron is coming on now, so let's see if Jaron. Okay, Jaron from Lynch Mob is joining us now.
He is.
Yeah, I just texted him.
How do we get? He's not on.
No,
He's in the backstage area, probably.
Okay.
He's coming on now, so give him a moment. We're gonna have a big M3 party.
Wasn't Jaron in what band was he? Wasn't he? What's the band that starts with a T? It starts with a T. It's like a
Tantric.
Tantric. He was in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We had Hugo on our show.
Oh my God, Hugo was on our show for 2 hours.
Just talking in the
car.
Driving
He was in the car driving to his gig. He talked for 2 hours.
Well, it sounds like we're going to do the same thing.
That's the beauty part of having.
Because we haven't even gotten to M3 yet. And we're 50 minutes in.
Right. You can talk about everything. M3 Rock Festival as a whole opens so many doors.
Yeah.
So, Eric, how long do we get to play this year? Is it 40? Is it
I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet.
What happened?
I can look it up, though. You want me to look it up?
Yeah, do it.
Sure.
Really? You put me on the spot, like in front of like a national audience of like, 322 people?
That's every band.
No, I'll tell you right now. Brad and I are finalizing all the set times
Very cool.
on Monday. But
So who's on after us then?
I can tell you that.
Okay.
White Ranger.
Aldo's on after you.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think I do think I have you for 40 minutes.
Groovy.
Wait,
And then after Aldo,
Is Doro, then Lynch, then Quiet, then Last, then Piercy, then Queens.
awesome. That's a fantastic lineup.
But there's 2 people on before you.
Right.
Just kidding.
Van Halen tribute, right?
And Soundcheck Rock Academy.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, what
Cool.
about?
Nice. Give the kids a chance to get on the big stage. All right.
Yeah. You know, the good news is that you keep moving up every year. By like year 22, you'll be headline.
You know what? I love Child's Play.
I know, they're
We
really
met,
good.
I met John. I was eating my French fries and chicken fingers in that room up there.
Oh,
And
that-
John was in the
Talking about
balcony.
the balcony overlooking the stage.
Yep.
Oh, Jaron said he's in the link. Check to see if he's in the link.
I don't see him.
Okay, let me. Don't go anywhere, guys, because Jaron's coming on now with Child's Play and okay.
And this guy. With Child's Play and that guy.
Eric Baker, the creator of.
It's fine. I could be known as that guy also. It's fine.
I didn't get the phone ring.
Where am I?
I sent Jaron the link up here. You're number 1. I can't with you up here.
Oh, all right. It's this one.
This is in disarray.
No, that's John's link. Jaron's on the
Yes,
bottom.
he wants to come on now. So you
Oh, all
gotta
right.
I can't with you.
Send that to Jaron.
John, do you think it's time that we just hit to leave the studio?
No,
I don't-
Are we
Yeah,
going
you
to
have
talk?
dinner
Are we
waiting
going to
for
talk
us.
about the festival or no,
Yeah.
Do it.
girls?
What?
Okay. For those who's joining, we have Eric Baker, the creator of the M3 Rock Festival, and we have John from Child's Play. And joining us shortly is Jaron Gulino from Lynch Mob, who is also playing the M3 Rock Festival.
Yep.
Oh, it
Yep.
says Jaron's waiting backstage.
He's on the wrong link.
Oh,
Can't with this.
Now Aldo's from Jersey too, right?
Yeah.
He's a Jersey guy.
I'm from Philly.
I know.
And we
Yes.
have WrestleMania coming on here. WrestleMania is all over Center City. WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
Not M3 Rock Festival or the official M3 Rock Festival pre-party that I keep plugging. I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
Jaron's getting ready to come on.
He was waiting in his own little area back there.
Where's he at now? Oh, he's in Eric's link.
No, he's in the other link, the one we have
That's
set up for
Eric's link.
6:30. He's
I
in
know,
the-
but now he's gonna be in Eric's link.
yeah, I
All
sent him this one.
All right, Tommy London's not answering. He's probably on air.
No, he has a serious meeting.
Yeah.
It's a serious meeting.
Yeah, he's got some business to deal with.
Business.
He's doing business with business. Guys, what do you think about Y&T coming back after a little short stint of not being at the M3 Rock Festival?
I love it. I love that band.
Y&T's so nice. Remember we met them?
They're so good.
Yeah.
They are. And talk about a guy who's still got the pipes, man. Dave Manichetti.
Fuck yeah.
Sing. So killer, man. I've always been a huge fan of that band, and we got to do with Charm City. We got to play on Monsters of Rock cruise a few years back, and they were on there, and just incredible, man. Love those guys.
Yeah.
So they're playing the second day, right?
No, yeah, they're playing Sunday. You're gonna hang out though, right?
Oh hell yeah, I'll be there. Just like last year.
Yep. Let me ask you this: what's all the drama with Pretty Boy Floyd going on?
Oh, please.
We don't need to talk about it. Okay.
I don't know.
We can't talk about it.
All right. I don't even know. I just saw like some shit online, but I don't pay attention to it.
It's between Steve and what's that guy's name? Christy.
Yeah, there have a lot of because he sent me a message. He says I have some legal stuff going on, so I just left it alone.
Yeah, that's what I saw online, and someone then sent it to me, and I said, until it comes across my desk, I don't pay attention.
Oh, right.
And it never came across my desk.
They're great performers. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah,
but he did send me a message. He's like, I got a lot of legal stuff going on, so I just said, okay, no problem.
Can you guys believe that Night Ranger's been around for 40 years?
That's
I know.
I love Night Ranger.
I love when they play. I love them all the time.
Okay, do we have a favorite Night Ranger song?
What?
Do we have a favorite Night Ranger song?
When I close my eyes.
Why don't you just sing Sister Christian while you're at it?
Yeah.
John, do you have one?
Mine was always "You Can Still Rock in America."
Okay.
That's what I was gonna say.
Mine's "Sing Me Away."
Yeah, single.
Wait, is it song I sang, Night Ranger? When I close my eyes.
Stop.
Is it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on.
When I close.
I saw them with Brett Michaels in the summer.
Yes.
Yes.
And Tommy Houston in North Jersey.
Yes. I like
Wait, what about Quiet Riot? Do we have a favorite Quiet Riot song?
Come on, feel the noise.
Yeah.
Is that the only Quiet Riot song? No, I'm kidding. Do we have a favorite Quiet? I love Quiet Riot. I'm not kidding. Do we have a favorite Quiet Riot song? Do we have a Quiet Riot story?
I saw them open up for Maiden again, another Maiden opener at Baltimore Civic Center years ago. And they were just incredible, man. Bobby Rondinelli, man, rest his soul.
Yep.
Just laying it down, that guy and Rudy Zarzo got to be one of the nicest people ever in rock,
Yep.
Saw him play with Ozzy too.
Wow. Jaron Gulino.
There he is.
What's happening, guys and gals?
Are you flying a plane?
I wish. I'm
Look at that view, man. Beautiful.
I'm in Missouri, and I thought maybe my service was wrong, but then I realized it's two girls and their alcohol, so why would the link be right?
They still claim that they sent me a link also, which I'm still waiting to get.
Yeah. Fraudulent.
Yeah.
Jaron, thank you so much for coming
Right
on
on.
early. Eric Baker and John from Child's Play, and Jaron from Lynch Mob and Heaven's Edge, and so on. And
Right.
Mountain Dew. Thank you for coming on early.
And
Thanks for having
I'm
me.
from Missouri.
Do the do.
Do the do.
All right. Let's
Gotta
talk about Jaron
Get
now.
rent free. Gotta be in shape.
You're
What do you
you're glitchy. You're glitchy.
Let's talk about you. You're coming on.
Me?
Lynch.
You at the airport?
Are you in the sky? Where are you?
I'm in heaven.
Yeah. We
I'm
got
excited.
Jaron.
We're getting ready for to kick off the festival. Lynch Mob's back for the first time in a while, and after the last time with Heaven's Edge, having a blast. I'm excited to hit it with George and bring a new set to the stage.
There you go. George Lynch.
Do the do.
Gotta do it.
Jaron, you all over the place. Like, God bless you. You're like everywhere. You just went California, right?
Yep, just got back Monday, and we're going back out for Chicago and Detroit this weekend.
There you go.
And now you're going to be playing the M3 Rock Festival.
Yep.
I'm super excited about
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That's going to be Eric.
Always a blast. Excited to be able to play again.
With us. Eric, do you see that Jaron joined us from Lynch Mob?
There you go.
And Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
And Child's Play. No, Charge City Devils and Tantric.
There you go.
Tantric.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, come on. And Mountain Dew.
And Mountain Dew.
And in Missouri.
And Missouri.
Love it.
Yeah.
Look at got the
There
Mountain
you go.
Dew.
Mountain Dew is
You
right
should be
there.
the spokesperson for Mountain
You
Dew,
should.
right?
What's up? Hey, Jaron, what's up with the Mountain Dew obsession?
It's just like a thing since I was a kid. I always
Mhm.
drank it, and it's just kind of stuck with me. So now at every show, I have fans bringing me cases of Mountain Dew and all sorts of weird shirts and toys, and I got Mountain Dew hand soap dispensers and friggin' underwear. I mean, you name it. It's just a thing
That's
that people, I guess, associate with now.
Did Mountain Dew create a edible underwear yet? A Mountain Dew flavored edible underwear?
I would have it if they did, and they did not. If you come across it, let me know.
I mean, if I come across it, that would be a miracle. But just wondering. But by the way, Mountain Dew, like, throwback shirts, not a bad idea. Mountain Dew hand soap give you energy right there, right from the dispenser.
I've got it all. Mountain Dew.
They have. I'm sure they have great Mountain Dew play on words weed. Not in Missouri, but I'm sure in California.
We're on to something here.
Yeah, totally.
Be a Mountain Dew at M3 that was all these items.
Yeah, totally. Just a Mountain Dew extravaganza.
Exactly.
Mountain Dew 3, M3, MD3.
Do the do.
Exactly.
Oh, people are writing into us. Amy said, bang your head. And then somebody else said, hi, everyone. Who is that?
Mary.
Oh, Mary. Hi, Mary. So we have a bunch of people on here. We have Amy on. Hi, Amy. Thank you for tuning in. We have our friend Lost from the band Revolt. We have Mary on.
And we have Amy on, who's Lynch Mob's #1 fan.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Very cool. I think Bang Your Head was an answer to Eric's question about favorite Quiet Riot song.
Yeah.
Metal Health, I think, is what she's talking about.
What's your favorite quote? Mine's Slick Black.
Did you say Slick Black Cadillac? That's what I was going to say.
You were?
What's your favorite song? Go ahead.
Come on, Illinois.
Really?
Yeah, very cool.
What's your favorite?
Jaron.
So Jaron, where are you guys touring now?
We just got done Florida and LA. We did a little Canyon Club run out there, and now we're heading across the North Midwest. We're doing Chicago, Detroit, then over to New York, Connecticut, New Hampshire, before heading your way for Baltimore. We're doing Penn's Peak and M3, and then the rest of the year kind of takes us everywhere. We're kind of trying to get as much in as we can before George wants to pump the brakes a little bit. He's just getting to that age where he wants to do some more family time and enjoy things off the road. So, cramming it in wherever we can play, and whoever wants to have us, kind of just exploring that option.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Love that.
very fortunate,
Can't
very
wait
lucky
to
to
see
be.
you, man.
Yeah, John. Always a pleasure, man, and I'm stoked that it'll be an action-packed weekend.
Hell yeah. I've never seen George play, I don't think.
Oh.
I can't wait, man.
I was on the road with George.
Wicked sensation. Can't wait to hear that tune, man.
I love that song.
So I actually had to take Mr. Scary to Japan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I heard
The Dokken reunion.
very cool.
Wait.
Very jealous. Sounds like a great time, but I heard it was full of fun.
Yeah, not for me, because but it was for that band. And George could tell you what that meant. But yeah, man. So we're excited to listen. I think George is a great dude. I mean,
Yes. I had breakfast with him.
you know, that reunion was not as easy as one would think. But in Japan, I will tell you, once they got on stage, it was magical. And
Oh, Japan's a totally different crowd than
Ah,
us.
and it was one of the things that I don't think anybody that went there will ever forget. I mean, they brought it. The band the band fucking brought it. And you know, and Don brought it. So you know, that's that. So, you know, he's gonna tour all year. What are you doing besides this after this is done? Anything that you're thinking about after, or are you just doing this for the time being and worrying about after?
Yeah, kind of the latter. You know, this has been my favorite gig pretty much I've ever been a part of, and it's every night's an adventure and a challenge, and it really inspires me as a musician. So to think about what's to come after, kind of not there yet. I know that there is a time to kind of consider it, but I honestly don't know, because even taking a step up in whether it's production or show, you know, with a different band, it's just like the fun aspect and being able to play with a legend is a whole nother ballpark. So I don't know. I guess once it gets a little closer, I'll worry about it. But for now, I'm enjoying every show, and maybe we can milk George for a few more shows into the summertime. But I don't know, man. It's a weird thing to think about. It's a little bittersweet.
Yeah, totally. Riddle me this.
Are we?
Who else is in the band? Tell me.
I'm sorry.
The girls are being quiet,
Well,
so I'll do the interview.
I went to go get chocolate mousse shots.
I love hearing about Jaron.
It's chocolate mousse time.
Because Jaron's been all over with Lynch Mom.
It's chocolate
I didn't get to go to Jaron's show, so let me hear what Jaron said.
chocolate mousse time.
The current Lynch Mob is George, Jimmy DeAnda, myself, and Gabriel Colon. For M3, Jimmy will be away on a trip that he's had booked for a couple of years now. So Steve Brown from Tesla will be sitting in with us, which is Wild McBrown's brother.
Not that Steve Brown.
So we're excited, man. We're gonna do some throwbacks to Mick and keep it.
I have no idea what you're saying. I give a fuck.
Nice.
So very exciting.
Who just said something about Steve Brown? But we're not talking about Trickster, correct?
No.
Oh, wait, people writing in. Hi, everyone. Who was that? Oh, Mary. Well, hello, Mary. Thank you for tuning in. And Amy says, Lynch Mob's main bitch right here.
This is Trickster's main bitch.
I can't.
That's usually you guys are leading the interview, huh?
Yeah, right. So John and I will take over. If you want to take over, you can host as well. If you have any questions about M3, I'm more than happy to ask about the history of M3, about this year's M3. Ask anything. I'm here. John will fill in on Baltimore also.
Rock on.
Maybe
I
Jack.
will.
Tell me about M3 in the second stage. Why is it no longer? What's the deal?
Oh, yeah. Are we ever that second out in the or now?
That's a great question. So what happened in the beginning? So in the beginning of M3, we had a second stage, which was our festival stage, which was a mobile stage that we had up in a parking lot.
Really cool.
Then we had, when they were building their second stage, they had a what wasn't a permanent stage out in the woods. What happened after that, when they built the Chrysalis stage, was we found that it was getting hard to book as many bands as we wanted to and get people back and forth from the Chrysalis stage back to the other stage. We had to then, put more space in between, because, you know, what we like to do is keep the bands tight so we could fit as many bands in as possible. So we started spreading it out. And then we were getting a ton of complaints. Also, the VIP holders couldn't get good seats down there because they're all the way to the front, and then they'd go to the Chrysalis and they'd be all the way in the back because everybody that was in lawn seats was back up in the front. So it was happening like that. In order to alleviate, and I'll tell you one thing else about the venue in a second. to alleviate some of that, we thought about like, what's the best way to do this to get the most in there. It's also one of two stages in the entire country that have what they call a turntable or a Lazy Susan stage.
Yeah.
Meriwether Post and the Hollywood Bowl, meaning it has like a turntable in it, so it could just turn around and have one band set up on one side. They'll turn it and ready to go. So literally, while one band's playing, they're setting up for the other, which is an efficient way to do. Then we could constantly have music. The reason why we start just putting a little more space in between towards the later part of the day is people get ear fatigue. And if you have a really loud band and then you want to put another one 5 minutes after, you kind of can't hear. So you have to give the ears, and you guys know as musicians, you have to give the ear some time to rest, just like any kind of muscle, in order to hear properly again. So that's why you might go from like 5-10 minutes in the beginning of the day to 25 minutes at the end of the night, not because they necessarily need more time to get ready, because we need more time for people to be able to hear properly. And that's really the reason why we stopped doing both stages. It's just people were complaining that they couldn't get to both, or we have to just cut down on the amount of bands that we had.
Yeah. I mean, for a while, I've been to M3 almost every single year since the first year. I missed a few in the last 6 years or so. I probably missed 2 or 3 just because of being on tour. But, I'm always interested to see the layouts and the new ways of doing things. And Meriwether Post Pavilion always updating their structure and all that. I mean, it's always exciting. And I think that magic is always there every year, regardless of the weather or the lineup.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Monsters of Rock cruise, a lot of people that do it every year, they don't miss, and they go every single year to keep that memory or that experience alive. And that's great. Thank you for continuing to do that every year.
Yeah, it's interesting because I remember, and thank God nobody got hurt when they were rebuilding it and the roof caved. And what was it, February? I mean, John, you probably remember being local. And everyone's like, it's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. Mm-hmm. And obviously I called the venue to ask what was going on. And they're like, no worries. Like this is, and they really are the best venue in the country, with the most efficient ways of doing things. And to just get that up and running. Like I remember they didn't have a kitchen ready when they were opening that first year after the remodel. And they made a makeshift kitchen like that Thursday, and nobody there knew the difference.
I was blown away by how fast they got that venue back up. Because like you said, I was actually in San Diego when I heard about the crazy windstorm that came up and knocked. They had the roof up on jacks, and it just took the whole thing down, the original roof. And I thought like you did, there's no way that they're going to make early May for M3. And they did, so it's kudos to them. And like you said, it's such a great venue. Like when I was out with Motley Crue, we played all these amphitheaters across the country, and there's just nothing like Meriwether anywhere else. I mean, the closest is probably the one outside of Detroit.
Pine Knob.
Yeah, Pine Knob reminds me of it because it's kind of nestled in the woods, sort of like Meriwether is, and probably built at the same time by the same people. Niederlander used to own all those sheds, but still, I think Meriwether's, since IMP's taken it over, had just, really raised the bar.
If we can. Oh, Eric, can we ask you a question real quick?
You can ask me a question and take your time.
Oh, okay. Okay. We wanted to ask about Mr. Big, like how come you get them like on RockFest since they're like on tour now?
They weren't. It wasn't convenient at the time for them to make it here. Truthfully, that's why. When they were planning their tour.
Did you think maybe like in the future they'll have them, or?
I think they're done after this year, from what I hear.
Yeah.
I mean, they played before. We love Mr. Big. We'd love to have them.
I was at that show.
But it's got to make sense. Number one. Number two, it's got to be routed. A lot of bands, and John and Jaron can attest to this. If you're not in the area, it's somewhat expensive to make it happen. You know, to
Yeah.
put an artist together to get them to rehearse and I know you know, John, I know you guys are rehearsing a lot because, you know, I talked to Phil a lot. And you guys want to bring a great show at your local, you know, at your local market. And so, you know, it takes a lot to do this. So if you're flying from California or from wherever, it's expensive.
Never heard of him.
We went to go see them at the Keswick, Mr.
Oh,
Big.
that was so.
Yeah.
We just went to see Mr. Big. It was so.
Oh,
Out with, we hung out with him. He's so nice.
Mhm.
Nice guy. Jaron.
Jaron, Natalie says, hey.
I just saw her on Sunday, and
Oh, did you? Oh, that's so funny.
she came down to the coach house. It was a lot of fun to catch up, and you know, that's the other beauty about being on the road all the time is getting to see old friends and reconnect. But you know, to talk about your Mr. Big thing, I mean, yeah, you might not have Mr. Big this year, but you got a lot of great bands. I mean, one.
Exactly.
Nothing's ever good enough for two girls and alcohol.
Jaron, where are you, Jaron?
Now, our wish is for you
I'm
to
in
have
Missouri.
Trickster back. Trickster
Our friends Steve Brown and PJ Farley.
and
So first of all, you know, I grew up with those guys, and that was the first record I ever worked at MCA.
yes.
It was Give It To Me Good. So I love those guys. We talked about doing something. We'll have them back. Unfortunately, not this year.
Not just, well, we know that. Maybe next year.
Next year.
Because Joey Casad is excellent on drums, Philly, and see him.
I saw them also at Rock Island.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're so nice. I love them.
And actually, they just played a show in Arizona. Jumped up on stage. Pete Loran jumped up. Yeah,
Jumped up. It's big news.
that's big news.
Yeah.
Jaron.
That Eric, you could have a Trickster reunion, just with Joey Casad on drums.
Yeah. Well, Pete played with them, sang with them in Phoenix.
Yes, a few weeks. Yes, he just did. I saw the video online.
I wrote to them.
Uh-huh.
I wrote to them. I'm like, I love you guys.
Those guys are all good guys.
They are.
Jaron.
Tell me.
Hi.
And now he's
Hey.
sitting.
Sorry, I had to get somewhere with like service, but then you know you get here and then the service still doesn't work. I don't know.
All right,
I
everybody,
just ran like a mile to make this happen.
two girls and their alcohol. We have John Child's Play, Jaron from Lynch Mob, and Eric Baker, the creator of the M3 Rock Festival on.
Right. Oh yeah.
And two girls drinking buttery nipples and chocolate mousse.
Buttery nipples.
Oh wait, I still have my M3 little earplugs.
Look.
So we never got to the second day lineup, Eric.
Yeah. So let's get
thank
to
you,
it.
John. Thank you, John. Responsible one.
Yeah.
Anybody care about it or?
Oh, of course we do.
Everybody's writing in about the M3 Rock Festival.
We need to know the time.
Y&T, Cold Sweat. Come on.
Cold Sweat. You remember that from the
I
80s?
gotta know when I'm gonna meet John and Jaron. I gotta make my times.
Right. We were waiting the VIP line.
Yeah, for an hour. Answer all that. Go ahead.
So, okay. You guys want to lead it or should I just take it over?
Yeah.
Take over. Go.
John, you want it?
No, you take it over.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so it starts out with sun dogs. Anybody know what sun dogs are?
Sun Dogs.
I'm
John
not
does.
Yes.
enough better.
Jaron,
Mark
you know sun
Schenker,
dogs?
I've heard
bass
the
player
names.
from Kicks.
Oh, is it the Rush thing?
Oh,
Yeah, his new band.
Cool.
Yep. And Pretty Boy Floyd. We hear there's some issues. Don't know what they are. Don't care right now. Just want to see him play.
Fingers crossed, right?
Always
He'll
something.
play.
okay.
What's turning out to be a fan favorite, Cold Sweat,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, Roy and the boys. Just saw Mark over the weekend. They're excited to play.
Nice.
Yeah, love Mark. You know, another MCA. I worked that record also. We found out that I did see Cold Sweat and Child's Play at Narcissus, aka Small Hockey Rink, in Kenmore Square, or as they like to say, Kenmore Square in Boston. Back in the day. Faster Pussycat.
Oh, guess what? Chad is coming on the podcast at the end of the month.
We better warn them.
Exactly.
Let's do it. You know how many times I've gotten him up to get a napkin?
Well, you spill your drink.
Who doesn't love Chad?
I
You
love
know?
Chad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. Y&T. We already spoke
Yes.
about Y&T. Everybody loves Y&T. Do we have a favorite Y&T song?
Mindy does. Y&T song.
So
man.
many, man.
I know.
It's just depends on your mood, I think.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Forever, Black Tiger,
Yeah.
Mean Streets.
Yeah. I do love Mean Streets.
Great record.
Down. I like them all. I like the older
Yeah,
stuff. I like it
Yeah.
all.
Striper.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, a mainstay at the fest. They played a few times.
I love
Night Ranger. Jaron, we did not get your favorite Night Ranger song yet. Do you have one?
I don't know. I don't know. Don't tell me you love me. I guess I don't know. I'm not a massive
Tell me
Night
you
guy,
love
but every time I see them, I realize like how much more I like them than I remember thinking that I do. You know.
Yeah.
But I go to watch the guys, man. I watch Brad Gillis. It's like when I go to see concerts anymore, I don't care if they have production or lights. I'm watching the guys play. So
yeah.
yeah.
I gotta tell you, so Jaron, so I spent the summer with them and Brad on the party ground. We had Jefferson Starship with them,
I
and
need that more.
they heard this already. Those guys, I mean, I love Night Ranger. I've always been. I actually saw them at Six Flags Great Adventure.
Nice.
Like growing up in Jersey. I mean, that's so fucking Jersey to say shit like that. But I
Six
did.
Flags,
Yeah. Always been a huge Night Ranger fan. And so the funny story is my ex-wife was in the record business also when we were both doing radio promotion, and she meets the manager this, like, you know, however many years ago. She's like, wait, my husband's a huge Night Ranger fan. And the manager's like, hey, wait, listen, I got a pick. Do you want to give it to him? And she literally like came home with like a fucking Jack Blades pick for me, like a long time ago. I mean, and I'm pretty tight with James, you know, Jack's son and Jack and the guys. But it's like so fucking funny. Like I was like, still have that pick. And, you know, so it was very funny that like that whole thing happened. And then of course, Brett with Dee Snider to round out. And I will tell you, like, you know, people are always like poison. We got to have a poison thing. Bret Michaels is one of the greatest showmen. And I said this before he played. I said this before I was out on the Party Raw tour. This happened a few years ago when I saw Bret with Def Leppard, and not the stadium tour. They were just touring together. I don't know another frontman that can look 30 rows out at a dude or a girl and get their attention and totally just like captivate that person and be like, and they're like, he's singing to me. And Bret could do that. And it doesn't matter guy or girl.
Please look at me.
And the thing that I like about Bret still is that like his whole, this is all killer hits, no filler. I think the fact that he knows that there aren't 40 hits that he could sing and take up, you know, 2 hours and brings other people on, the fact that he is so aware of that like, let's make this the best show that this could be for people, that they just keep going for 75 minutes and then they're thoroughly exhausted. I actually think it's pretty fucking smart.
Yeah.
You know, and so like when you're done with that show, you're like, holy shit. I need a towel, I need water, and let's get the fuck home.
Yeah.
And so he puts on a great show.
I don't
He's
know.
also one of the most personable guys out there. I mean, out of all the
100%.
people I've run into, even just crossing paths with him, he was so nice. It actually surprised the hell out of me.
I'm listening to. I want to show you something. What he did left for Jefferson
Where's
Starship.
Eric going? Wait.
First night. I'm not leaving you. I want to see if I have this in here still. Or somebody took it.
Wait, Eric stepped away.
So, like the first night, like he was the first night of tour, like he's like still old school, and he couldn't find anything but like a paper plate. So he literally left this before like they walked into the venue, like on their dressing room door. So it was the first thing that they saw. And you know, they were the first of three. Let me just tell you the kind of guy he is. And you guys have toured. People who have toured with you know, with headliners know you don't always get full lights. You don't always get full sound. Full lights, full sound, full video where available. He let us use his monitor person, their lighting guy. So we didn't have to take a lighting guy and a monitor person out. Like, that's the kind of guy that Brett is.
That's great.
Yeah. And then like
Very
these
cool.
notes, you know, like that's the kind of guy that he is. Totally old school headliner kind of guy where it's like, you know, that's the shit that like old school arena acts used to do for their support. I mean, I got nothing but great things to say about him.
That's really cool. I think that, you know, headliners and especially frontman, through my experiences of you know, doing some touring, that it really, it's a nice touch for the guys to welcome the support acts and to be gracious and be nice. Cause I've been treated like shit by a couple of frontmen that are around and that'll remain nameless. That wasn't cool. And it's really like, I'm like, man, when we have opening acts, I try to be as nice as possible because, you know, it doesn't cost you anything to be cool, you know, and I think Brett, you know, he's been around a long time and, you know, he's probably experienced some not so cool things done to him along the years. And so he's, you know, he's trying to show people the right way to do things. And that's fantastic. You know,
Yep.
Good old Pennsylvania guy.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Okay.
Good
All
show, isn't it?
So a little bit while back, so I went to Brett Michaels in the Poconos, where he's from, like the PA, I know, and his dad was there, and Brett Michaels' dad needed security, so I'm like, I posed as security, so I was feeding his dad shots, and then Brett Michaels announced, I want to thank the shot girl that fed my dad shots all night.
Yeah.
And I was like his dad's security all night long, and he gave me a big shout out. So I love Brett Michaels.
There you go.
I love his pop.
And
God
we
bless
met-
him. He's gone now, but
we
like,
met Brett how many times?
And you know what else I love? I love the fact when people respect the military. And this isn't about being like, I don't care, like Democrat, Republican, I don't give a shit. I'm not getting, this isn't a political conversation. This is just respecting anybody that like helps us, whether it be police, fire, paramedics. I don't give a shit. You know, you're helping us. And he really respects that every single night and thanks him and brings him up on stage. And to me, I really respect that. And I like people who do that. And it means a lot that he still does that every night. And that's just like another testament to who he is as a person.
I think that too.
You know. So
But I guess the real question is, who's getting in the pool this year?
Me.
who's getting? So we're filling the pool with Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew. That is a call for sponsorship.
I know who's cannonballing into that pool. Then.
Jaron.
Hey, just do it. You know, Mountain Dew, $100,000 and a floaty will do it.
Yep.
We're hearing that.
I'll be there 6 a.m. waiting to get in.
Yeah. You know, our whole 17 people that are watching this will be extremely excited. But if this does go viral, oh, that's so funny. Natalie just texted me that she's watching. She said you girls are class acts.
Classless, you said?
No, class acts.
Classless.
Who the fuck said classless?
No, she said you guys are class acts.
Who said that?
Our friend. We have a mutual friend.
Yeah.
Oh.
She would fit right in with you girls. There'd be 3 girls in their alcohol. We'd be all set.
Exactly.
Well,
you're all going to be doing promos for us, so be prepared.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, this is Eric, and you're listening to Two Girls, and you're watching Two Girls and Their Alcohol.
Right, go ahead. Get Jaron. What?
Hey, this is Jaron Gulino, and 2 Girls and Their Alcohol were supposed to be here, but they're actually not a part of this at all. So anyway, thanks for
I know we need John doing
Hey,
John,
hey, this is wait. Before John goes, this is Eric, and you were watching Two Girls and Their Alcohol, but you're watching John, Jaron, and Eric. So our new URL is m3rockfest.com.
Yeah.
There you go. Woo.
Hey, you got John Allen here, and you are seeing two girls and their alcohol. I'm hungry.
Big Mac time.
It's
Carry over.
dinner time, man.
Jaron, do you believe it's 4 weeks to M3 Rock Festival?
There you go.
I can't wait. It broke my soul to have to miss it last year. So to be able to get a little bit of redemption this year is going to be exciting.
Can you believe last year was the biggest year we ever had? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, right.
It was actually a great year. Styx, I don't know if you're a Styx fan, but Styx was absolutely
Oh my God,
incredible.
Styx was unbelievable. I was like,
Yeah.
how
I
about
can't wait to get down there, man. I'm stoked.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be a great fest. What day do you get in?
I'm getting in show day Saturday. And fun fact, Doro is right before Lynch Mob. And my best buddy, Danny Pacelli, who I grew up playing with in my very first bands, is sitting in with Doro on drums. And so two Downingtown, PA hometown boys are getting to go back to back at M3. So we're very excited. And it's going to be a special one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so very stoked.
Aw. I'm excited about this.
Yes. 30 days out.
I'm just
It's
excited.
actually, right now, it's 31 days out. Tomorrow, it will be 3 days out.
Oh, yeah.
So, but we're leaving on the 3rd. So
We're leaving on the 3rd.
so it's 30 days.
We're leaving on the 3rd in the morning.
You guys are drunk, so whatever number you say won't matter.
Exactly. And by the way, nobody will know anyway. Like,
That's cute.
it is tomorrow is the well, actually today is the 30-day out from the official M3 Rock Festival pre-party.
Look,
Right.
Not to be confused with all the other bullshit rip-off parties.
that we're going to Encore.
Yeah. Now, Jaron, we were asking if you were going to get in early so you could sit in on the official pre-party.
I would love to, but we're playing the night before in Penns Peak.
That better be 120 miles away. No, I'm
Well,
kidding.
Jaron,
119.
I'm just fucking with you.
I'm just the bass player, man. Come on.
Give me an agent.
Yeah. You sure?
Just fucking around. That's it. This whole thing's gone to shit. It's getting to become business now.
Yeah, right. But either
Penns
way,
Peak's
anytime
awesome.
I can be of assistance or help out in anything like that, man, I'm happy to do it.
Well, you want to know something? If we know if a bass player doesn't show up, you play other instruments besides bass, don't you?
I play 5-string bass.
You play a 5-string
And
guitar.
Not really. You wouldn't want to see me do it, that's for sure.
I can't get a word in.
I'm a one-trick pony, man. I just do one thing.
All right.
We work
We
for
want to
free.
be assistants.
Hey, we'll be assistants. We work for free. There you go.
Yeah,
You,
can you assist us with this podcast?
What? We don't make any money. We may now. I don't know. You
I feel like there's so many Muppet jokes like coming up, like with the judges, right? Right, coming on.
Muppets.
The Muppet. Dun, 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 dun.
John,
We're
anything?
What do you got, John?
I
Come on,
gotta
help.
go.
John's hungry. He's waiting. He's waiting to press the
Dinner
leave
time.
studio.
All right. Hold on, everybody. John, thank you so much for joining Two Girls and Their Alcohol.
Thank you.
And we'll see you at M3 Rock
Yes, we
Festival.
will.
All right. See you guys soon. Take care.
See you, John.
John, thank you, John.
See you guys.
See ya.
Bye, John.
So can I just give a little M3 info?
Please.
We'll be coming out with set times shortly, so stay tuned. Go to any of our social media or our URL, m3rockfest.com. We'll be giving info, set times, gates, all that kind of good stuff. We're not changing the world on it, so if you've been there before,
That's what I say.
you know what the deal is.
So if everybody out there, if you see Dawn and Mindy bands around the stage, don't throw us out.
She's kidding.
And I am being summoned to a doctor's phone call for my son. So I guess that is my time is up.
No. Please don't leave.
Jaron, and that means you are stuck.
I'll clean up this mess.
Karen loves it.
Exactly. See, a great judges from the Muppets, line right there. Well, dude, good seeing you. I'll see you
Likewise.
in 31 days.
Can't wait.
Girls, I will see you in 30 days.
Yes, you will.
Thank you for having me.
Of
Thank you
course.
for coming on.
And I will talk to you soon.
See you, Eric.
See ya. Good seeing you.
You too.
Jaron.
All right, great.
For those who joining us, we have Jaron Gulino from Lynch Bob, who's going to be on M3 Rock Festival. That was so cool.
Right?
That was cool. That was so cool. Thank you.
You just got roped right into that one.
Yeah, be there at 6:30, and then it's like 5:58. Like, why aren't you on yet? It's like
I know, but they were like, "Where's Jaron?" I'm like, "I'm going to get Jaron on right now." So where are you now?
I'm in Springfield, Missouri.
Oh, Missouri.
Somebody wrote this. I don't know if you know what this means.
People are writing to us.
JG in the his.
That's right.
There you go.
That's Jaron Gulino.
Glad to see you did your research.
Yeah, I know. I did my homework.
What?
So Eric Baker's like, let's get Jaron Gulino on. I'm like, all right, I'm going to do it right now. Right now.
We'll cancel the other one.
That was fun though, right?
It was. Jaron.
Yup. We're here.
We are.
Ready to rock.
Amy on.
Oh, is Cassandra coming to M3?
She will be at M3, yes.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
We got to get an interview with her. Definitely.
Oh, yeah. Just make sure you have like any sort of questions ready. She's ready.
I have to get
I'm
on.
actually ready for my interview right now.
Right.
Hi. Okay, bye.
Okay, so bring her back on.
Wait, come back. Where's she
Jeez.
go?
Karen?
I wasn't trying to butt my way in, but I heard my name, so.
Okay, Jaron. Okay, so I follow you on Instagram. I love your music, your choreography, or outfits.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. I just got a bunch more in yesterday. I was modeling them for Jaron, and he liked most of them.
There you go.
Well, that's a good thing to know.
But we have to have you on solo so we
Yeah,
can
yeah.
ask you a bunch of questions. You got to do the rapid fire questions with us.
Oh, she would be good with that. And
Right?
your voice is so beautiful.
Yes.
You give a great.
Aw. Well,
You-
I did get a bottle of blackberry wine for my birthday that I haven't cracked open yet, so maybe I'll save it for our conversation.
So, like, Jaron, move over for 1 second. So, like, we're all about girl power. We need more girl power.
Exactly. We've all got
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
even-
Darren is like the most girl power guy out there. This guy promotes me more than anybody. So
Aw,
He really does. He
he really
does.
does.
He is good about that. I gotta say
Yes.
Girl power.
that. That's fine.
yeah. But thank you guys. Good to see you. And yeah, maybe we'll chat some more coming up soon.
Yes, you guys need to play M3.
I would love to. That would be sick. But I'm excited to just be there this year. I got to come, when was it? 2 years ago?
Mhm.
Yeah. I got to go 2 years ago. That was my first M3 and had so much fun. And I'm so excited to see it all again.
Yeah, see, we didn't know you then, so now you know us. Now you be hanging out with us.
Yeah. So when you're there, I'm gonna hit you up. We'll take some selfies together.
Perfect.
Half
I'll
our
have someone to hang out with while he's on stage.
Yeah, well, fun. Oh my God.
Yes.
How much fun would you be when he's on stage?
Mhm.
All right, so I'll hit you up on DM, and then we'll
Love
have,
it.
and then he'll be on stage. We'll do some shots.
Love. Awesome.
Have her on the podcast.
Yes,
Should be
definitely.
fun. We know more girl power.
Exactly.
Awesome.
right.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Aw, she's cute.
She is cute. She's so nice.
I know. We're gonna have her on next.
Yes.
It's all about her.
You're like Jared step aside.
Jaron, step aside.
The new Paralandra album comes out tomorrow or tonight at midnight, so make sure you check it out. The Body Electric drops at midnight.
Aw. You know what I love about you two? You're both in the music industry, and you
Yes.
both support each other.
Mhm.
Like she's all about you. You're all about her.
Mhm.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yep.
Sure.
Aw.
It is. Yeah, you got to talk to Eric. You got to get her on the M3 bill.
Hey, they're fantastic, and anybody that sees them knows that. So it's kind of a natural thing. I don't like to pester people and ask for favors, but hey, my girlfriend has a band, and they're pretty freaking good. You should check them out. Sometimes that works, and I'd love to have them on any big event. I think they would win over any audience that we play for or anybody would play for. So,
Yep.
just a matter of time, I think.
Mhm.
Aw. Jaron's so nice to come on, isn't he?
Yes, I love. One of my favorite bands is Evanescence. That's why I like Paralandra. Yeah.
Yeah, because they have that sound,
Mhm.
same like sound.
Yes.
Bring me to life.
Yep. She probably knows. Ask her. Okay, if she knows the band called The Gathering.
Do you know The Gathering?
What?
She doesn't know The Gathering.
What? Wait, what did you just? I said, ask her if she knows the band called The Gathering. What did he even say?
That's what I asked.
Oh, you did? She doesn't know them?
Oh.
Tell her she's got to listen to them.
We'll check them out for sure.
Oh, people writing to us.
They're from overseas.
What are
Very,
these
very
people
good.
writing on here? They do?
They do. Play the Roses song. I don't know what all these comments mean.
People are writing all these comments on here.
Oh, Natalie wants us to play No Better Roses from the first Lynch Mob record.
So let's tell her to meet us. Let's tell your girl to meet us at M3 Rock Festival.
She'll be there.
I'll hit you up and then you hit her up and tell her to hang out with us.
Deal.
All right, cool. All right.
Yeah.
So let's check out the M3 Rock Festival.
She may need some Mountain Dew. I'm telling you.
Sounds like.
End it.
She's flagged.
Oh, stop.
Sit down.
Not flagged.
Anyway, Jaron, thanks for popping on.
Of course, anytime.
I'll have to come back on at 6:30. We already have you on now, so
Okay.
he jumped right on.
I know, right?
What else you guys got? Anything good? Any other questions?
Oh, okay. Well, I have a question. What Dokken songs are you going to do at M3?
I don't know. We make it up every day on the spot, so probably ones that you don't really see Dokken doing, or more deeper cuts, just because it's more fun.
Yeah.
But I'll probably do like Lightning Strikes Again, Paris is Burning.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe something else. Maybe Hunter, or It's Not Love, or Into the Fire. That we kind of just figure out what the day feels like and play it according to that.
Yeah. Are you gonna do River of Love?
Of course.
That's my favorite song.
All right, we're set.
Say Wicked Sensation or
Yeah, we might do that.
River of Love. You know where River of Love is? This one. What does Lynch Mob sing? Wicked Sensation.
Hey, I promote them on that.
Exactly. Wicked Sensation.
Look at Mindy's new computer, everybody.
Really?
Nice.
Mind you, we've been drinking since what time? 4 o'clock.
All right, you guys are off to a good start.
Yeah, so you're catching the tail end of it before we go get
All
something
right.
to eat.
Everybody joining us. We have Jaron from Lynch Mob. And check them out at M3 Rock Festival, May, what's it, 4th and 5th? Yeah.
4th and
May
5th.
4th.
He's playing.
Oh, he's playing 4th. We'll be there 4th, 5th, 6th, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th.
What time? Wait a minute. What time did he say you go on?
I didn't get in time yet, but Eric said this be about to be announced any day now, so hopefully we'll find out soon.
Aw.
I think he did announce
Well, let's meet up there and have a drink with your girl.
I'll be there. We'll be there.
All right, cool. All right, well, thank you so much for joining
Thank you for
us.
coming on.
You're welcome. I'll see you ladies soon.
Thank you so much, Jaron.
You're welcome. See ya.
See ya. Well, we had Eric Baker, John
We
from
had Eric
Cosplay,
Baker,
and
John from Top
Jaron from
and
Lynch
Jaron
Mob.
Show, and we were just a
Rocking
friggin'
memory. So
there you go.
stay tuned for two girls and their alcohol.
Mind you, we're still drinking.
TikTok time.
And look at all these. Wait,
It's
hold
time
on.
to eat.
Hold on,
Oh
wait.
my God.
Wait, let's hold them all up.
Oh, shit.
These are all the shots we did. Okay.
Shot, 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 shot.
We
shot,
did
shot, shot,
Buttery
shot,
nipples,
shot, shot, shot.
and what was the other one? Cocoa what?
Chocolate. Wait, it was chocolate, like
Cocoa.
mousse. Chocolate mousse.
Chocolate mousse.
God's sakes.
That's
Can't
it.
with you.
Next week we have on
Mindy's like, you guys are, I mean, not Mindy.
Lost the Spada.
And,
from
oh,
Band
Lost
Revolt.
Espada from Revolt. But Mindy just, I mean, not Mindy. Amy's like, you guys are all right. Amy, you rock.
You rock, Amy.
Amy, you rock. You rock. You rock. You rock.
Remember, this one's Lucy. I'm Ethel. Anyway, go on with yourselves.
Go on with your old self.
We're gonna have to watch it back because I remember nothing.
All right. And
thanks for tuning in, and we will see you all next week.
somebody said, no, hey, who's that person?
Ready? Peace out. Yeah, wait.
Who's that person on there?
Peace out. Ready? Wait, peace out. Hey, all you rockers out
I gotta
there.
get out of here.
Thanks for tuning in. Just kidding.
Actually, and this, who is that?
Lucas is.
See you at the M3 Rock Festival.
That's right, bitches. Bye.
Bye. Man, who is that?
Where was still on?